across me, I guess. Yes.
Uh, Hello, everyone. My name is John Obado. I'm the CEO of Mafundi Hub. I'll be telling you what Mafundi Hub does even as we go on. By background, I'm a mechanic. So I've been handling vehicles for a long time. This is going to be like the 25th year in motor industry. So all along the way, I've been getting requests of people asking me for connections. Where can I get tires? Where can I get batteries? Where can I get this? Where can I have my car painted? And so I would give them directions just for free. And then it came to me that I can actually use that to make money. So I created Mafundi Hub, which is a hub for fundis. So when you need something related to artisans, then you call Mafundi Hub. So I diversified from vehicles and went into household. And so the next time you need a plumber, an electrician, a painter, you just call Mafundi Hub. That's how it came to be.
All right. So you found a niche. You found a niche in the marketplace and then you just got right into it.
Everyone can get into business. If you're in corporate, you'll discover that you reach a point where you are on routine. And the moment you're on routine, it becomes boring. So if you're able to think about, in line of what you do, what do you love? Yeah? What do you love doing? Then that can be something that you create to diversify and make it a business. Yeah.
We'll be able to, get some of these tips and sustain your flowers. Challenges in your businesses that you have faced thus far.
The challenges that I've faced in Mafundi Hub, just like the name sounds, is fundis, because they are the core runners of the business. Because my company needs professional, I need fundis who've got integrity, I need them to be available, and I need them to have the space that I'm putting. In regards to fundis, most of them are because they are lower income. So for you to get them, you have to get them in those places. You know what I mean? But I have to advertise my business for an uptown. So my office actually is also in uptown. So the connection between the fundis and you have to now dress them, kit them, make them look presentable, and also train them. Now, my challenge is in the process of making them become presentable, they become presentable to everyone and then they disappear. So they get other jobs. So that is my number one challenge. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sourcing for fundis.
Yes.
Collections, I'm like, oh
Feel good.
wow. And now, okay, I'm told it's called creating a domain. Did you what?
Yes, a
Those
domain
things, I'll be
name or
lying if I
something.
tell you I know. But Shobado is very conversant, I think. So yeah, that's where we are at.
All right.
Yeah, conversant, I think it's interest. Because depending on what you like doing, for me, of course, the graphics, it's my son who did, and eventually taught me how to do it. I did my first website using WordPress, and it was a sham.
So sorry.
There's a friend of mine who called me and said, I'm seeing spelling mistakes, things like that, which are so crazy. So I pulled it down and I partnered with some friends.
Considered before. Maybe you can just touch on that. We are not advertising, but just
Yeah,
shika
I don't know whether they still have vacancy, but I got into this NGO that helps startups, and it was like a godsend because I needed that help. And so they just asked me for my logo, my details. You see, like, what are you doing? What are you up to? Send us photos. So they did the website for free. They give you emails, 5 emails, and they also help you do Google My Business, which is another way of advertising. Now, the catch is this. They do it for you for free for the first year. Then the second year you pay half price, and the third year now you pay full price. So I'm actually past the second year. So this year, I think by September, I'll be doing full. But even as I do full, the visibility is already there. The website is running. I've got my emails. So I don't need to communicate on Gmail anymore.
You have tried it for a span of a couple of years and you're realizing this is something I need to let go of.
Yeah, I think let me start there. Because when I started, I was doing everything so that I can see which one works. Then I can zero into what works. But I also discovered there's another way where you start with one, You concentrate on it until it grows to others. So for me, I've got a lot of stories to tell about character development. Fundi still. There's still a TV that I'm still paying for the screen. But that was the client's problem because I told them, don't pay the fundi, pay the pay bill. And wakaskizana behind the scenes, so he paid the fundi and the fundi disappeared. So that one, at least I stood over it. There's one where I was conned. I was actually almost got conned, or a contract of painting a whole compound. Painting, eh? As in, I was given a deal on email, everything was okay. I did the quotation, everything was okay. I sent a fundi, they did the measurements, the quantity of paint, the colors, everything was fine. Kumbe, it was a hoax. You know the way you send somebody to a building to do measurements, and that building does not belong to the person who has sent.
Yes.
The behind the scene, they wanted some money. They said, for us to give you this contract, it's going to cost this much, but give us this amount so that we can, the last signature. So what saved me is not having that amount of money. Because I said, I don't have that money. And then I let it go. Then the following day, I went into the website and called. And they discovered that person was not even known there. Yeah, so there's a lot that can happen in business, but mainly fundis. Fundis, I'm still handling one where a fundi fell. And so that's also an insurance thing and also safety, health and safety issue. There are also cases where, in regards to when I send a mechanic, for example, the car has a repeat job and the client has already paid. Probably the fundi brought, instead of getting Japanese parts, they bought Chinese parts and the vehicle broke down, holding on and waiting. For example, a good example is the power of a shilling. Do you know if you saved a shilling today and tomorrow you save 2 shillings, the next day 3 shillings, on date 31st, how much will that be? 31 shillings. You keep on adding 1 shilling. On date 32, you put 32 shillings. On the last day, 365, you put 365 shillings. If you do it continuously for 1 year, you'll have more than 60,000. Yeah, if you save that continuously. So the generation we have do not have that patience of waiting for a business to grow. Like you're saying, putting thousands of ads in a page to make it look legit. They want it there and then. So I think we need to mentor the people who are growing up so that they can get that in their life.